Hey guys, how's it going? It's Peter here, and in this video, I'll be showing you how you can access your OpenAI API keys. Without further ado, let's jump into it. So, first things first, before being able to access your OpenAI API keys, it's first important to understand essentially what is an API. And an API basically stands for Application Programming Interface, and it's a contract of service between two applications. So this contract defines how the two communicate with each other using requests and responses. So it's basically how different programs and applications actually communicate with one another, how they speak to one another. So to give you just a simple example, let's say for instance you go to a restaurant, and at the restaurant obviously what you need to do is that you need to place an order, so that can be seen as the API call. And then what happens is that the waiter or the waitress then goes to the chef in the kitchen in order to prepare your meal according to your specifications and according to your criteria and the way that you want the meal to be prepared. And then after that, the chef will then deliver the meal to the waitress or the waiter, and then that will be actually delivered to you. So in that example, the chef can also be seen as the server. So it's the API call, basically then getting the information that you feeding it, and then we'll pass that information to a server, and then the server will basically prepare the meal for you, and then the server will then give back your meal according to the way that you want it. And that's basically how an API works, if that makes sense. And so, what are ChatGPT API keys? So basically, ChatGPT API keys are the back end access to OpenAI's ChatGPT. Okay, and why is this important? Why do you need to actually make use of the OpenAI ChatGPT API key? So it's very, very simple. Okay, if you are a person that wants to create bespoke solutions and you want to basically create systems and processes within your institution or organization or business, or even in your personal capacity and whatnot, then it's very, very important that you make use of the API that OpenAI provides. This means that you can actually have backend access to the systems that they provide and the models that they provide. And actually, speaking about the models, let me show you guys the models that you can have access to, right? That you can make use of in the system, or the systems rather, that you actually create. So as you can see, here's the pricing for the different models. And if you have access to the ChatGPT API key, the backend access, then you'll be able to make use of these models in your backend systems. Okay, so there's GPT 4.0. If I scroll down here, then there's GPT 4.0 mini, and then there's also OpenAI oh 01, which is relatively new. There's O1 mini over there. There's embedding models. There's also fine tuning models, as you guys can see. And yeah, there's a lot that you can actually do with the API key. Then you have the assistance API over there that you can make use of. Here's image models, which is DALI over here, which has to do with image generation. And then you have like things like Whisper as well, which is also the audio model as well. So there's different things that you can make use of, um, just leveraging the API key. So essentially, the models that are provided to you are just really great, and you can make use of them in the processes and the systems that you would like to implement. And there's different ways that you can implement them, and there's so many no code solutions that you can do this, and automation platforms. Very popular ones are Zapier and make.com. So I'm just going to go back to my notes here. And yes, so you can tailor these models, right? and build bespoke, solutions. And that's why it's important not only just to leverage the API key of OpenAI specifically, but if you are a person that basically wants to create these solutions that are systematic and whatnot, then it's important to make use of any API key that comes, that you might actually come across, and that you want to actually make use of. So right now, I'm going to teach you how you can actually get your OpenAI API key, and then you can basically make use of it in an automation platform. And in my example, I'm going to show you how you can do that using make.com. So how you'll be able to integrate your API key within make.com. All right. But first things first. So the first thing, in order for you to get access to the API key, is you need to go to this website here. This is platform.openai.com. Okay. So let's head over there. So I'm already in there and I've already logged in. Okay, so this is what you'll see once you are logged in. Okay, then what you need to do is you need to go over here to settings, click on settings, and then you'll see a page that says organization settings, and here's your organization ID. We'll come back to that. That is important, but we'll come back to that. So I want you to go to the left side, okay, and then go to billing. So you click on billing. Awesome. And then what you need to do from here is that you need to add a payment method. So you need to basically go to payment methods, or if you haven't added a payment method, there should be an option there, I believe, as soon as you open up this page that will say add payment method. So you'll add a payment method where you will add your debit card or credit card, and then you will have to purchase, I believe, a minimum of $5, all right, in order to get a credit usage. Okay, so myself, I purchased $5, and what's amazing is that I purchased $5 like 3 months back, and I'm still making use of my credit. I haven't reached my credit limit, so I'm still making use of the API key, which is really great. Okay, so once you actually pay for the API, once you actually get your credit, okay, there's now two things that you need to do. You need to be able to get your organization ID, and then you need to get also your API key, okay? So let's start with the organization ID. So you'll go to general, okay? And as soon as you get to general, there is your organization ID. This is hidden. I just want to hide it from you guys, right? But you'll basically copy your organization ID and save it somewhere safe. And then what you're going to do after that, you've got your organization ID. Then what you'll do is that you'll go to your profile. So over there, just at the top, you click your profile. Good. And then you'll navigate to where it says user API key. So you click on user API keys. Then you go down here, and then great. It says here, create an API key to access the Open AI API. All right. So here's where the magic happens. You'll have to create new secret key. Awesome. You can name it according to whatever you want, and then you'll create a secret key. Okay. I'm not going to do it now because I already have one, but you'll basically name it, and then you will create a secret key, and then it's going to pop up it's going to pop up, and then you're going to have to copy the API key and save it in a very safe location. You're not going to be able to retrieve it again. So you must save it at a secure location. All right. And then after you're done getting your API key, then you're good to go. As long as you have your organization ID, and then you also have your API key, then that's all you need in order to integrate it into your automation platform. So as I said, I'm going to show you guys how you can integrate it into make.com, which is one of the digital automation platforms that you can use. So I'm going to go into make.com, and here we go. So let's just say I'm creating a new scenario. Okay, so I'm going to search here ChatGPT or OpenAI, and there we go. So I'm going to click OpenAI here, and now I've got a list of things that I actually can do, right? And this is obviously based on the models that I was speaking to you guys about, all the different models and what can be offered um, once you have use of the API from OpenAI. Okay, so with this example, I'm just going to say create to completion. It's not a problem. And basically, I've already integrated my API into this platform, okay? But for you, it's gonna look different. What's gonna happen is that this is gonna pop up. So I'm just gonna click here on add, okay? And this should actually pop up if you haven't integrated your API into your automation platform, okay? So it's gonna ask for the API key, and then it's also gonna ask you for the organization ID, okay? And if you kept them safe, all you're going to do is that you're going to insert your API key in here, and then you're going to insert your organization ID in there. Okay. Then you're going to click on save. Once it's saved, then this should actually appear. Now you're able to actually play around, with the API of OpenAI, and you have the different, models here, GPT-4 and whatnot, and you can even now create a completion. You give this role, you give this, in this example, because this is the method, you're creating a completion. Now you can go system, user, or assistant, and then you can basically then tell it what you prompted. So excuse me, you prompted according to the way that you want, and then you also you also get the tokens. So you'll be able to get the tokens that you also want to use. And once you're done with that, you'll just say okay, and then that. That's all you need to do in order to actually integrate, the API key from OpenAI into your automation platform. So I'm really hoping that this video was a video of value. And if you really like this video and you'd like to see more AI and automation content, please make sure that you leave a comment down below. Please let me know what are your thoughts with regards to this video. If you have any queries and any questions, please feel free to reach out. And if you like this video, please make sure that you share, that you like, and you also subscribe to this channel for more valuable AI automation content. Till the next one, cheers.